in and around you as well as to what I'm doing with you, as well as sort of like, I think it's that time of the year when my business really picks up as well, because Jan 1st is coming. And like many other resolutions people have, starting a YouTube channel is, I guess, a resolution for many real estate agents too. So I usually see a pretty big uplift during the end of the year, because there's a lot of people that want to start YouTube channels. And when I started this business, guys, in my first year, which was 2019, I didn't know if this is going to work. Like, it worked for me. Give me 1 second, actually. Sorry, my mic was way too far away from my mouth. Can you guys hear me better now?
Way better, yes.
Okay, Jesus. Okay, so
you're the YouTube guy. What's going on?
I know, seriously. Like, see, 10 a.m. in the morning. I told you I'm an evening guy. If this was at 5 p.m., I would have been all suited and booted. When I started this business, I did not know how it's gonna work for someone else. I grew my own channel to 100,000, then 200,000. I think right now we are at 320,000 subscribers, and I'm not very happy because my goal was to be at 500,000 by end of this year, but that's fine. In the last year and a half, the kind of stories I heard from my clients made me really believe. And this is, again, my belief. If some of you guys are using other methods of get to Rome, good for you. But I started to believe this is the best way of marketing for a real estate agent today. Not only it's free advertising, you're in people's business, the way you can connect with your people through your video. You guys are very busy people. The amount of time YouTube videos or in general videos can save for you. Along with, of course, the way you can really get into inbound leads or leverage attention economy versus reaching out to people. I started to believe, when I heard these stories, I started to really believe that this is the best way of marketing. When I start working with somebody, as much as I am blessed to come in someone else's life, I always tell myself that I think somewhere they're blessed to actually have someone like me with them as well that can guide them through the whole process of doing video and leveraging it the right way. And one of the reasons is because I see a lot of real estate agents doing video, and I'll never say they're doing it wrong. It's just that a lot of people are posting videos on Instagram or maybe Facebook, and they're like, you know what, we get 3 or 4 likes there, but we're not really seeing a lot of deals coming in. We're not seeing business coming in. And possibly the reason is you're not really leveraging one of the most important platforms, which is YouTube. Now, this conversation is not about YouTube versus any other platform, because I think all the platforms have their own place in how you market to your people. YouTube is a search engine, and Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram are your database platforms where once you connect with somebody, it is really much easier for you to get your content to them as compared to YouTube. So I always see YouTube as like a funnel, and all the platforms, including your email listing, is where you connect with your existing database. But in any case, today is about, I'm going to go ahead and, Kelly, I'm going to share my screen. Allow me a second here. Okay. Can you guys see my screen here?
Yes.
So today what I'm going to be doing, guys, is I'm going to be taking you through kind of like a sneak peek into how an effective real estate content video strategy should look like. This is exactly I'm using to help my clients, including Kelly and Bruce as well. So I'm going to kind of like show you that. Now, obviously, you can do it yourself as well, or you can use someone like myself. So that saves you a lot of time, and that saves you a lot of sort of like learning how to do it yourself. But I will really kind of like go under the hood and show you what we're doing. But before I move ahead and do that, I'd like to, if you guys don't mind, kind of like go through a quick little introduction of the people that we have here and where you're located as well. So I wanted to say hi to everybody. Maybe Jamie, if you want to start, just again, it'll be like just where you're located, and if you guys don't mind, also tell me a little bit about what your existing content strategy is, if any, or on a scale of maybe 1 to 10, how interested you are learning about how can you implement video in your overall marketing strategy as well. Jamie, we'll start with you if you don't mind.
I don't. I'm Jamie. I live in South Jersey, right outside, about 20 minutes outside of Philadelphia. I've been doing my YouTube channel now for about 2 years, and I have, I don't know, maybe 100 videos on there, but I haven't really had a real strategy up until this point. And over the last couple months, I've really been revamping it and coming from a more mindful perspective, where I feel like I was just really trying to like get stuff out. And now I'm trying to take a back seat in terms of, okay, do I feel good about this content? Is it really serving my audience? And I've developed a whole strategy around that.
Very cool. Thank you. So 100 videos. I mean, see, that's a whole lot of strategy. I mean, I think you creating those videos and posting them, whether, I mean, you're happy with whatever results they've gotten or not, I think that's a strategy. I mean, that's a good first step. But no, thank you for sharing. Pamela?
Hi, I'm Pamela. I live in Scottsdale, Arizona. I used to live in Minnesota with a lot of these guys. I have a little bit of YouTube, but I did not do it. My marketing guy did it. And now I've been doing more videos, so I want to learn how to put them in my YouTube channel correctly.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Thank you for sharing. Thank you. Sean?
Yeah, so Sean Regal, I'm outside of Philadelphia in Kennett Square, Pennsylvania. I'm with Jamie. We're trying to do a lot of strategizing together to figure this out. With YouTube, I haven't really done much with YouTube. I just put a whole bunch of videos in there, and I don't have any real strategy to what I'm doing with the videos in YouTube. So for 2024, it's a huge focus for me or for us to try to figure out how to bring on more subscribers, how to reach more people, very hyper local focused, and trying to mix in community videos and community information, and also help them understand that I'm a realtor. So that's where we're at with that.
Fantastic. Thank you. Thanks for sharing that. Mackenzie, you have your own YouTube channel as well?
No, I do not have my own YouTube channel. So I do, as my mom had said, I do commercial up in the cities, and we have a marketing person in-house that handles all of that. So I'm lucky enough to not have to dabble in that, because I am not skilled in the marketing sector. But it is something, admittedly, though, as a smaller shop, that we don't do enough of, in my opinion. Not just YouTube, but marketing in general.
Yeah.
Compared to like the CBREs and the larger companies, because they have admittedly a larger marketing team and a larger staff, right? And at a commercial level or at a large level, that's a full-time job. And we just don't have the manpower to do that. But
yeah, awesome. Thank you for sharing. Denise, you're next.
Good morning, everyone. My focus right now is the Facebook, Instagram. I do have a personal YouTube page, but it's more for a real specific niche. So this is definitely something that I want to get into more, have some comfort, with YouTube. So just want to find out how to utilize it to the best of my advantage.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing that. Aaron?
Yeah, I don't really use a whole lot. I try and post something once or twice a week just on the social media stuff, but from a YouTube standpoint, the only thing I've done are interviews when I've been asked to come on and talk on the lending side of stuff. I do not have a YouTube channel, and I get yelled at on a weekly basis for not having one. So if at the same time, there's only so much time in the day, and it's not something I'm very astute and understand the process and what should be a good use of my time. So for me to dive in, I do need to do some more recon on how to do it correctly before I jump in, and glad you're here today.
Yeah, and hopefully this can be a great start. And again, I firmly believe in this. And when I make a video about this, I kind of like get a lot of backlash on this. But again, I believe in what I believe, which is a lot of people don't make videos because they think it's very time consuming. And that's the very reason you should be making videos, because videos don't take time. It actually saves time. A client of mine recently told me, and I'll kind of I think show you his channel. We just completed our first year together. And he's like, Sabi, my channel did over 600,000 in commission in a region where the average housing is only 250K in Canada. But he said, Sabi, my channel did 830,000 views, and I think almost 500,000 hours. He's like, it would have taken me if I was cold calling this many people, and even I would not know how many people are in the market or not, it would have taken me 3 lifetimes. Versus in 1 year, like I've gotten these people find me because I'm making content about talking about, I'm kind of like being the digital mayor of my city, impacting so many people. And he's like, many of these people will never do business with me, but I know that if I've got 833,000 people that have seen me, I've impacted that many lives. Because especially on YouTube, these people were going on and searching for answers to whatever I'm talking about in that video. But anyways, I mean, and obviously I'll be sharing kind of like a whole end-to-end strategy as well. So I think, Aaron, this can be a great start in you understanding, okay, how does the pieces kind of like fit together? Aaron P. I'm sorry, I didn't recognize there's 2 Aarons, and I think I just said Aaron and I confused both of you. But okay, Aaron, now you're unmuted.
Good morning. Yeah, thank you. I do have a YouTube channel. I started early in January 2023. And so far I've just done about 30-second market update clips. Where I do once a month, you know, what's going on in the market, but I definitely do want and need to do more.
Fantastic. Well, thanks for sharing that. By the way, guys, if you'd like, if you're open to it, you guys can go ahead and share your YouTube channels or any other page, like even if it's Instagram or LinkedIn that you think you're more active on. If you guys can share your Instagrams as well, that'll be great. So I can follow you and you can follow me back. I'm actually putting out a lot of content, interviewing my clients, interviewing some top real estate agents that are doing videos. So that way you can kind of like also follow what I'm doing. But my Instagram page is very simple. It's called Agent on Tube, just like how it's written on my hat. So you can follow me there. And if you put your page name there or for YouTube or Instagram, I'll follow you back as well. And I'll review that as well. Connie, you're next. Would you like to share a little bit about yourself and your content strategy too?
Yeah, not much of anything, so very excited to learn more. That's obviously YouTube and Instagram, just those, it's where it's at. Just basically a Facebook page at this point. So yeah.
Amazing. Awesome. Thank you for sharing that. And again, as I said, there's always, you know, it takes a first step to, you know, get to a mile. I don't know. I just made that statement up. I don't know exactly how it's said, but I mean, this could be a first step for many of you guys. For many of you guys, this can be like, okay, I understand. How can I create a proper strategy? For some of you guys, it can be like, okay, I like Sabby. Let me just work with him and make it much, much easier for myself. But anyways, I'm just hoping that this can be kind of like a pretty enlightened session for you guys. And I'll cover like pretty much all the platforms and what my strategy has been to grow my own social media influence using YouTube and obviously other platforms as well. Actually, I'm getting pretty excited about Instagram. What I like about Instagram is that you can really DM. The DM side of Instagram is really cool. But because you guys are in B2C as well, like, I mean, I'm B2B, like I'm selling to realtors. So I can really easily find a real estate agent and be like, hey, here's what I do. Do you want to talk with me? But on YouTube, you can, as a B2C, you can actually, it's very difficult if you're Instagramming like just regular people and saying, hey, are you looking to buy or sell a house? So I think that's why YouTube would work really well for you guys, along with, of course, repurposing your content on other platforms as well, because that's where you can have, because that's where your audience, the buyers, sellers, investors are going and searching for many, many, many things. Last but not the least, Angela.
Hi there. So my location, I bounce between Naples, Florida and Minnesota. And my target audience isn't so much clients for real estate. So I do agent attraction and business coaching. I do not have a YouTube channel. I'll admit I have video phobia. And so I focus on Instagram and Facebook. But want to learn so I can share as well.
No, absolutely amazing. And again, if anybody here wants to talk to me about an agent attraction sort of channel as well, I'm actually going to share a couple of channels with you today that I'm helping with agent attraction with an EXP. And it's a completely different strategy altogether because, again, now it's a YouTube channel more focused, kind of like B2B again. So, well, thank you guys. Thanks for sharing everything about yourself and your existing content strategy and kind of like just letting it out that, hey, I don't have anything or I have something. I hope I haven't left anybody here, but Bruce, thank you so much for swagging the Agent on Tube shirt on today. I appreciate that. And once again, Kelly and Bruce, thank you for bringing me on. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, guys. And this session,
Savvy, real quick, we've got a question from Jamie.
Yeah. Let me see what the question is.
You want to wait till the end? Because I have a couple questions.
I think, guys, I mean, this is not like a webinar. This is more of a, Zoom call. So if you guys see anything that's very relevant to something I'm sharing on that page, you can go ahead and ask me. But I would also not mind, just so that we can have the flow going on, that you keep your question in the end, if it makes sense for you to keep it till the end.
I can totally.
But thank you. Thanks for asking. Awesome. Okay, how to create a done-for-you real estate content strategy and rock it with video, presented by me. I'm a YouTube influencer, founder of Agent on Tube. We're going to go through really the three things. The first will be the why. I want to talk a little bit about why to do video, because I think everything starts with a why. Recently, I'm on a mission to lose X number of pounds. I'll not say exactly how many, but my coach, actually, I like the fact that he started with a why. He's like, what's your big why? Why do you want to lose weight? And I gave him like almost 1,100 reasons. And he's like, okay, that's a lot of whys, but do you have a big why? I'm like, one could be that I think my biggest could be that I'm single. And he's like, yeah, that's a pretty big why. Like, I think that if you keep that in, I remember I was 27 years old. I'm going to share like a little story. I'm going to convert that in pounds. I was maybe 330 pounds, a massively, heavily overweight dude. And I liked the girl in my office. And I always thought she really liked me. The day she quit her job, I asked her out and I said, hey, Lindsay, can I take you out for a coffee or a beer? She's like, yes, sure. And I'm like, clearly she's missing the office party and coming with me. Like whenever somebody would leave the office will kind of like give them like a go away party. And she's like, sure, like, let's do that. But I'd like to go with you after that. I'm like, okay, this is my proposal date. I should be asking her out, and I'm 100% sure she likes me. When I asked her, I'm like, hey, I think you like me and I think I like you as well. I could see her face go like this. And I was rejected. Not that I think I feel bad about it today. Obviously, I felt really bad that day. I was heartbroken, but it was a big why for me. And I'm like, wow, I got rejected. It could be maybe because I'm fat. And within the next 8 months, I hope I had that picture. I wasn't even planning to share the story with you guys. I lost almost 150 pounds in the next 8 to 10 months. When I try to do that again, and I haven't gained all of that back, I gained 40 or 50 pounds that I'm trying to lose again. But when I try to really understand what happened at that point that made me lose all that weight without any willpower, I think I had a big why. I was rejected and I had to go back to that girl and show her, like, within, in a year from then, that, listen, that she lost something, or she missed out on something. We had like a party, like a reunion next year, where she came, and I think she was shocked to see me. And at that point, I was dating somebody else. But again, I'm just saying that when I look back at why I was so successful in doing what I intended to do then, which was losing 40 pounds, is because I had a very strong why. So I think I'm going to go through the whys first. I'm going to talk about the 8 reasons why I think that you should leverage video, and maybe one of them will connect with you. Maybe many of them will connect with you. Then I'm going to talk about the how. I'm going to go and take a little sneak peek, show you guys, give you a little sneak peek into exactly how I'm helping my clients, as well as kind of like the content wheel, that if you want to have a robust video content strategy, then literally you can follow this process as well. Because a lot of times I think people don't start making videos is because a lot of people think it's hard. And I'm not going to say that it's as easy as not doing anything about it. You have to record, you have to edit, you have to do thumbnails. But again, if you don't know exactly what even the steps are, you haven't mapped it out, there's always this confusion in the mind. So if there's one thing that I hope I can help you guys with by the end of this session, is that you have a complete sort of idea of what a content strategy should look like. And then obviously you need to decide whether you do it all yourself, whether you hire somebody like me, or hire different people from Fiverr or something that can do different parts of different pieces of this content strategy. And I'm going to try to leave at least 5 or 10 minutes for the questions in the end. Okay, I see a lot of you guys sharing your Instagram and your YouTubes. Awesome. Thank you so much. And I'm going to follow all of you guys back. And hopefully you guys can follow me back on my Instagram page as well. A little bit about myself. I am a YouTube influencer. I've been making videos for almost 7 years now. I think when I looked at it, I literally completed 7 years last week, which also includes 3 of my failed channels. My very first channel was a weight loss channel. This is when I started losing weight, and I'm like, this could be a YouTube channel. I should have continued it. I think that would have made me preach health and fitness every day, and I wouldn't have gained some of my weight back. But anyways, I started something else. And finally I kind of like started doing something that I enjoyed doing, as well as it was working, because I had figured, how can I see what people are searching for? And I niched down to a certain audience, and I started giving them exactly what they wanted week in, week out. And that started working with me really well, for me really well. On that channel, it's now called Slice of Savvy. This page is a little dated. It used to be called the Savvy BG Show, where I used to interview some celebrities in my community in Toronto, which then changed to a vlogging channel because I started traveling a lot, and I lost my interest in interviewing. So then I started a vlogs. Now I'm interested in something else. So again, it's my fun channel. I do a lot of stuff here. There was a time I was known as the brown Jimmy Kimmel of Toronto, because I was like, I had a whole set just like Jimmy Kimmel, and I would sit down and I would kind of like do interviews. Now on that channel, I have 320,000 subscribers. Overall, my YouTube channel has done 70 million, but across all the other platforms and my other channels, I have 100 million plus views. I've been doing videos for 7 years now. I speak at a lot of real estate conferences. I've been invited by YouTube to speak at YouTube Space events multiple times, especially in Toronto when they had one. And then they closed it during pandemic, and they've just never decided to open. And I'm really pushing YouTube to kind of like, I send them emails every 1 month, like, when are you guys starting the YouTube Space in Toronto? Because I think it was a great place for me to meet and network other like-minded YouTubers as well. But then my story, really how I got into this business, is I started literally when pandemic started. I started a global YouTubers meetup group. It was called Republic of Creators. And what happened was, real estate agents started showing up to those Zoom calls for that YouTube meetup group. And I would ask them, I'm like, hey, why are you guys coming to a YouTube meetup group? This is not for real estate agents. And they would give me all kinds of reasons why they need to learn and implement video. Even more so now that they've seen something like this pandemic where they cannot meet people. So they were like, we now see the importance of doing videos, and more people are doing it as well. So we don't want to miss out on the advantages of being, one of the first few realtors to do video. I started helping some guys in that meetup group. And when I started seeing these videos working for them, and again, to be very honest, even I didn't know exactly what I'm doing for them. I was just editing videos and uploading it for them. They were still getting views because nobody else was doing videos in their market. But I really didn't have a strategy for them the way I have it for my clients now. So when I started seeing that they're getting success from what they're doing or what I'm helping them with, I was like, wait a second, this can be a business. This is an opportunity for me to quit my job, which I also liked a lot. But I mean, I wanted to be an entrepreneur. And like, this is a way for me to share my expertise and the systems that I've developed for myself, and I can use it for a niche. And it just happened to be real estate niche. And that's how Agent on Tube was created. And today I am helping almost 250 real estate agents across US and Canada, and I'm helping some EXP country heads in some other parts of the world as well in implementing, strategizing, and executing a video content strategy across 15 different platforms. Let me move on to the next page, which is the why. I mean, really, it starts with video marketing is now just marketing, as said by somebody that I'm kind of a fan of, but I think he's a little extra. His name is Gary Vaynerchuk. I'm guessing many of you know who Gary V is. I don't really agree with him that you have to produce 2,100 pieces of content every day. I think that's a little overkill, but I do agree with him that content is king, and you need to have a strategy if you want to just make it easy for yourself to grow using social media, and for your viewers to also understand what you're all about and how you can help them. It's all about your viewers. When I'm helping Kelly and Bruce, it's going to be not about how awesome of a realtors they are. It's going to be about how they can help their community make better decisions. And naturally, that will attract them towards them, because they're just giving. And when you give so much, getting back is not that tough. And when you do this with the intent of giving and impacting, I don't think you have to worry about people coming back to you and seeking help. And this is exactly what my mission is as well. I've gotten to a point where I see success when I get stories from my clients on how this has impacted their business. Sometimes I feel a little disappointed when I leave a sales call with the person not understanding the idea. I feel a little disappointed for the opportunity that they may have lost. Again, I'm not saying that if you're using some other systems to get to Rome, those systems are not as good as what I'm doing. I just believe in what I do a lot right now. First reason, attract and don't sell. We are in attention economy. Everybody's trying to gain attention. Attention is an asset. And videos would do it better than anything else, which is people finding you, then you reaching out to people. The concept on YouTube is very, very simple. Buyers and sellers in your region are already searching on YouTube and Google. By the way, I'm just going to see if I can increase. Is it kind of like visible what I'm showing, or should I increase the size a little bit more? Are you guys able to see my screen right now?
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah.
Cool. I just don't want that present mode. When I do, I cannot toggle between tabs, and I want to show you some other tabs as well. Cool. So if you go to YouTube and you start typing buying a house, you will start seeing exactly the top 10 searches people are making on YouTube. How to qualify for mortgage, you will see exactly the top 10 searches people are making. Should I buy a house? Selling a home? Same thing. If you're in if you are in Minnesota, Rochester, Minnesota, go and type Rochester, Minnesota real estate, New York City, buying a house in New York City, and you'll exactly see, as you start typing more and more words, the top 10 searches around that keyword. And that really starts to tell you the very first thing is what is exactly people in my region are searching for around that topic, and that gives you a good starting point on what your videos can be called. But the whole idea is this way you can hack your way into looking at what people are searching, and your job is to simply appear as a search result. And that way you attract leads forever if you are able to rank your video on page number 1 or maybe page number 2 at most. If we talk about agent attraction, if you type eXp Realty, this is the top 10 searches people are making. eXp Realty for new agents, reviews, explain, model, revenue share, Canada, pyramid scheme, Ontario, India. This at least tells you what people are searching, and this gives you some ideas for your next topics as well. Again, I wouldn't just say pick those topics as is. You should be using a tool called TubeBuddy and vidIQ to do some scoring. But again, that's an advanced topic that I won't really cover today. When you type eXp Realty, the top first videos that come are, I'm guessing you probably know some of these people, Mike Sherrard, Kyle Handy, Eric Preston, but I want to talk about the impact YouTube has had on their business as well. On this one video itself, which is called 6 Months of Hell, and I know Mike loves eXp, but I think it's kind of like a clickbaity title, but this one video itself has done 31,000 views. The next video below that is 51,000 views. That's possibly 51,000 real estate agents that went on YouTube and typed eXp Realty Explained in 2022 and found Kyle Handy talking about it. I'm hoping at least 51 of them joined him. I'm hoping at least 0.1%. But again, this is just one video. He's done 300 other videos, and this is why Mike Sherrard and Kyle, and there's obviously other people as well, they have really leverage YouTube to grow a massive team using YouTube and online video, just because they were some of the people that understood the idea of, okay, YouTube is a search engine. Real estate agents will come to this platform when they hear about eXp and start searching all things eXp. And if they see us, and if they don't have a mentor, if they don't have somebody who showed them what eXp is all about, then they may be attracted to me and they may join me. So anyways, I wanted to show some examples on agent attraction side as well. If you type eXp on TubeBuddy, there's 1.74 million monthly searches on that word. If you look at the search volume here, it's exploding. I mean, I think TubeBuddy cannot show more. If there was something called very excellent, it would go to very excellent. But the top, I think, ranking they can show is excellent. It's a great keyword to rank for. It just shows that how much people are searching for. And I know not everybody here is for agent attraction, so I'm going to skip through that topic. But these are some of my clients, and these are some of the comments they get. Daniel, amazing tips, looking forward to the industry. Ricky, this is so informative, friendly, and so dreamy. Hi, Brian, can we speak on a Zoom call? This is just a form of engagement. People will DM you, text you, or contact you directly. All you're simply doing is responding to very warm and grateful prospects. The second reason that you should do video is that it has a very low, you have a low competition maybe for the next 2 to 3 years. And I'm not trying to scare anybody here, but when I look at real estate agents, when I talk to a real estate agent, even on a sales call, and I go into their market and I start looking at how many people are doing videos, helping their community, I normally don't even find more than 2 or 3 real estate agents that have a decent video strategy. Like, people are doing video, and in some cities I do find people that are doing really well. Like, I have a client in Calgary, and there's a guy called Brad McCallum. He's crushing it with video in Calgary. Like, he does vlogs, and he's really mastered even the production side of it. So again, there's obviously these people that are doing it really, really well, but at a high level, it's a complete blue ocean for now as well. And even for Kelly and Bruce, I think the way I'm going to help them and the way the kind of videos they're making, the kind of strategy I'm developing for them, I think when you type Rochester, Minnesota in the next months to come, they may be already ranking with their content. But I think in the next 4 to 5 months, my goal will be that they dominate the YouTube search page number 1, literally with half of their content. And that's happening to literally all my clients in different cities, and I can give you some examples if in case you want to talk to me in person. But you have a low competition for the next 5 years. Although there's 400 new real estate agents that are starting their channels daily, which again is not a massive number considering how many agents there are. This is just some stats from YouTube that I gathered. Still less than 1% of realtors have any video presence, and less than 0.1% may have a proper video strategy. This is again kind of like some numbers that when I look at a particular city and looking at how many people are doing video, I think I may find 1 or 2 people that have a decent video strategy, or they're even SEOing their videos, or they have any thumbnails. A lot of people are uploading listing videos, hoping that it will work on YouTube, or it's just a place for them to upload a video so that they can share it with people, their possible buyers and sellers. Third reason why you should do video: you're in people's business. Build a personal brand. Be a brand. I mean, people, and I don't want to sound like a broken drum, but I mean, you hear it all the time that everybody has an Uncle Joe or Aunt Sally who's a real estate agent in their family or in their sphere of influence. And a lot of real estate agents I speak with, many of them are doing really well, just by using their sphere of influence. But if you are on this call, or if you've scheduled a call with me, chances are the reason you want to use video is so that you can grow your sphere of influence from just your family and friends, or your connections, to maybe your local community, to maybe the whole city. And this is where video would come in. You would not possibly have the time to talk to each one of those people to establish your authority. And that's where video will come in. And if video done right, is going to help you build a connection with those people, save you a lot of time. But then also, I'm in the business of creating a perception for my clients as well. Now, Kelly and Bruce, obviously they're seasoned realtors, but I'm also working with real estate agents that are like 1 year into real estate. And I have to make sure that when somebody comes to their social media, the perception that a viewer in their city gets, not that we're trying to lie to them saying that this real estate agent has been doing it for 10 years, but I do want that my real estate agent, when somebody comes across their social media, they build a perception of trust, authority, of knowledge that I know my city and I know what I'm doing and I can help you. And look at all my videos that I've done, showing you what I know all about my city and how I can help you make the most important decision of your life as well. Gain that celebrity effect. This is just a client of mine, and I was doing a podcast with him. Aditya is almost at 30,000 subscribers now, to a point where he has his own in-house marketing team. He did 100+ homes in 2021 from his YouTube channel when he had 6,000 subscribers. I remember from podcast some of the things he told me. I kind of like captured it and put it in some text here. People stop me to take pictures. People take my autographs. Over 100 transactions from my YouTube channel. And this was in 2021. It was a pretty old podcast. I do need to interview him again. Your videos are your best digital asset you can leverage. This is a client of mine, John Tobleris. He recruited 35+ agents from his agent attraction channel with almost just 135 or 140 subscribers. What he does is, in his signature, he uses all his links, free real estate training videos to increase your sales. Click here now. This link takes people to his YouTube channel. Now, obviously, he's getting a lot of eyeballs from people finding him on YouTube as well when they're searching for how do I improve my business, increase my business. But again, use this as a digital asset that is a part of your signature, that is a part of your email marketing. I mean, it's a digital asset that you're creating. If you are in Philadelphia and you have 100 videos covering Philadelphia, you've just created a massive digital asset to help thousands and millions of people in Philadelphia that are going on YouTube and searching for all things Philadelphia, best schools, best cities, safest neighborhoods. You are creating a digital repository of content that's just helping your viewers. Another big reason, and I think this is a big one, is a lot of advertising platforms that real estate agents use, unless you keep paying them, they will stop advertising for you. For example, sending flyers or a billboard or radio ads. They're only limited to how much time you're paying them for, even Facebook ads. YouTube is an evergreen platform. What I mean by that is not only you get a massive visibility from YouTube, because it's in YouTube's interest to show you to as many, because YouTube is a search engine. The way YouTube makes money is by showing the answers to the people that are coming in Google and YouTube and asking those questions. So not only you get a lot of visibility, but at no cost. How else do you plan to be seen by thousands and millions of people that watch you for 10 minutes? First, you're answering their questions. They're coming in with an intent. They are looking for safest cities to move in and around Illinois. They are going in actually searching for that. They will watch a video of yours, even if it's 8 to 10 or 15 minutes, because you're giving them the answer, which is very important to them. But the way YouTube makes money is by running ads on your video. So essentially, for those that hit 500 subscribers on YouTube, now YouTube starts paying you 60% of the ad revenue. So in a way, it's if you can fathom it, YouTube is a platform that not only pays you once you hit 500 subs to advertise, but it's saying, hey, is it okay if I can show your video to 10,000 people in your city, and they can give you a lot of business? Is that okay? And hey, for that, I'm going to pay you too. I mean, fathom for that for a second, that it's an advertising platform that not only helps you impact thousands of people at no cost, but actually you make money as a passive income from YouTube as well. Just this last week, I have 2 of my clients that reached 500 subscribers. I think one of them is at 524 and 504. Both their channels got monetized, and I helped them kind of like, how do you connect your bank account to your YouTube, Google AdSense, so that now they can start making. And again, in the beginning, it's not too much, maybe a couple of $100 per month. But then as a real estate channel, your CPM is almost 40, which means you have the highest income from an advertising standpoint that YouTube charges the advertisers, because running an ad on a real estate channel is very expensive. They charge a lot to the advertisers, and you guys leverage 60%, making 60% of that, because you get 60% of whatever YouTube is charging the advertisers. And insurance and real estate are the top 2 CPM niches, which means cost per million views, which is what they charge and which is what you get as well. Use your videos to onboard and train. This is a client of mine, Charla. You can see she's got a whole playlist about team building with eXp Realty. This is another client of mine, Daniel. He's got a whole playlist where he's talking about subscribe to my YouTube channel with link below for awesome, free, valuable information any service professional can implement in their business. So again, if you are building team, you can actually create playlist of videos for all kinds of. I have a real estate agent. We're making a playlist together about helping broker owners to see the value in joining EXP. So again, my point is you can use videos to onboard and train, and it just can be a playlist, or you can have standalone videos or a completely new channel. I think I've already covered that. Get paid by YouTube, so I will not come back to this one. Another one that I think some of my clients told me that this is the reason why they signed up with me or why they want to do YouTube videos, so I want to share it with you guys as well, is they're documenting their life. On the right-hand side is a client of mine, Sergeant Dave, and that's his daughter, and he's into jiu-jitsu. All he's doing is he's making a lot of videos with his daughter, like, who kind of like, I don't know what that word is, but she kind of like pulls him down and there's a word. He gets up and the video is real estate market will come up again or something like that. He made it, but I was like, I called him, I was like, Dave, those, I love your videos. They're very funny. They're comedy. They're like, he's like, man, I'm just having fun with my daughters. I'm just creating and documenting memories. And even the video that Kelly did, I think, where you were like kind of like showing a little tour, you were standing somewhere, like, I mean, imagine, now that video is a pretty static video where Kelly is just basically speaking, although it's a lovely background. It's way better than what most of my clients give me, which is just like they're sitting in a room or something. But I'm sure like in the future, Kelly and Bruce will be making videos where they're traveling together and they're doing things. And I have a client, Mark and Natalie in Calgary, like one of their videos, which was an RV show, went viral, and that video was actually shown on TV because they were the first ones to cover that. Now they do a lot of RV shows on their YouTube channel, and they all get 20, 30,000 views. And my last call with them, they were discussing, they're like, Sabi, you know what? Can we share something with you? Please don't mind. I'm like, yeah, we want to start a separate RV channel show. Like Natalie and I just love going to RV shows. That's like our thing in Calgary. We just want to travel and we want to like, can we start a different RV show? I'm just saying that they're getting passionate about this because they're seeing the momentum. And they're like, okay, you know what, Sabi, we understand our real estate audience is not the same as the RV show audience. So I think it's better we separate it because both of them are getting a lot of views. But again, with that RV channel, they're going to create a lot of memories together. They're like, I can see he's holding the camera, Natalie's walking in, and Natalie's like, they have some bloopers in there. Like, I mean, these are amazing memories. When they will be 80 years old and they'll look back into their videos, they're not going to be like, oh my God, the video should still get us business. For them at that point, it could just be like, you know what, that was amazing. Like, making those videos together. It's just, and this is one of the reasons why I make videos as well now. It's just when I do vlogs, it's just me. For me to, I don't care like if they get views or don't get views, it's just for me. So that 20 years later, I can be looking back in my video and sometimes it happens. I'm lying down in the bed and I'll just be like, I went to Vietnam 3 years ago. Let me just recheck my vlog. And it's nostalgia. So for me, I mean, documenting my life and creating memories is a big reason why I create videos as well. This may resonate with a lot of people as well. If you are that helping kind of person, really, I mean, all these other benefits, that inbound attraction, people reaching out to you, you documenting memories for your life or ad revenue, I think all of this should be secondary. If anything, do it with the intent to help. You're a real estate agent that has so much information and knowledge, and people in your community and city are looking for answers. Right? Don't be that person that is like, how do I get these people as my business? But if you start this with the intent, and I genuinely believe that you have a responsibility to help them, and making videos and putting them out on YouTube with the right strategy so you can be found is the best way you can help hundreds and thousands of people, because you are impacting people. I made a video, this is around 6 years ago. I sat down with like this immigration agent in Canada and I started asking him questions and he gave me answers. I did not know that video is going to do 748,000 views. And so many people that I meet in Canada, like I cannot go to a Walmart in Canada because a lot of Indian people that are also like in, that's my niche in Canada, and they all know me. When I go there, like a lot of the people working in the stores are Indian people, and they start like leaving their jobs and start taking my pictures or start taking my autographs. So I literally don't go to Walmart anymore. And I mean it when I say this, I'm not joking. Every time I go there, like especially sometimes when I want to feel good, I go and I would start seeing people and they're like, we know this guy. They don't recognize me right away because I'm not a celebrity. I'm an influencer. But a lot of them, when they were searching for moving to Canada, my video playlist of 10 videos pop up and they've all seen it. Literally all of them have seen that content series. And because of those 10 videos, they know me. But a lot of them came up to me and said, Sabby, because of that video, I moved here. I've also had people who said, because of that video, I didn't move here. But I'm just saying, unknowingly, I've impacted 748,000 people through that video. I mean, unfortunately, I didn't have a business behind that channel. It's a vlog channel. It's a fun channel. But what if that was a real estate channel and I had 748,000 views impacting people's lives in my city or helping people that were looking to relocate to my city? That could mean a lot of business as well. But again, if you do it with the intent of it's my responsibility to give back to my community and I can do it in the form of video because you don't have time to do it in person all day long. So make a video and let your video work for you and let it help hundreds and thousands of people. I think could be a very big reason for you to jumpstart this if for any reason you haven't started this yet. There's many, many, many other benefits. I'm not going to go into all the details, but videos are preferred for learning. You can have an increased open rate, or you can get a lot of organic traffic. You can increase product sales, increase conversions, a lot of other benefits from video that I'm not going to go through. I kind of like went through the top 8 reasons why I think that as a real estate professional, you must leverage video. We're going to talk really quickly about the how. I'm not going to spend too much time here, guys. But again, if you guys are interested, you guys can book or schedule a call with me. I'll put my booking link in there so I can kind of like take you through all these steps in depth. But in the next 5 to 8 minutes, I'm going to show you kind of like under the hood, a high level vision of how a good content strategy should look like. If you look at this process, guys, and if you want, you can take a picture of this as well. This is a typical content creation process. It starts from you deciding what the video will be, the topic selection. Then you're going to write a script about it. Then you're going to record the video. Then you're going to edit the video. Then you're going to make a thumbnail. You're going to do SEO tags, hashtags, whatever that may be. And then you're going to publish your video on whatever platforms you can. And then last but not the least, if you want to analyze the performance, you'll go and check your YouTube channel, podcast, whatever, and see how your videos are performing. So this is nothing but a content creation wheel. The way I help my clients is helping them with everything, but all they do is use their cell phone or camera and record the video and give me the raw footage, which is again what Kelly and Bruce are currently doing. What I want to show you is sort of like a little bit of how I'm helping my clients with these different parts of the process. And again, you guys can implement the same strategy as well. When we talk about topic selection, what you guys can do, if you guys have no idea about what to make videos about, I'm going to show you, this is a client of mine, Joe McIntosh. I'm just taking an example. Write down all the cities and neighborhoods and towns that you want to cover. So put them in the order of priority for yourself. So for Kelly and Bruce, it can be Rochester and then other cities, suburbs, in and around. And you can go really niche into small neighborhoods as well. Again, those videos will not get millions of views because obviously that community may only have 400 people, but you can easily dominate that community. If anybody is searching for, like if I'm in Toronto and there's something called Liberty Village, which is a neighborhood, and if a real estate agent makes a video about pros and cons of living in Liberty Village, the conversion will be massive. Even if there's 500 people searching for that, imagine that if it's him or her with the top 3 videos about Liberty Village, literally, unless those people have a real estate agent they're working with, they will probably all connect with this person who's making videos about that community as well, or that neighborhood. So write down these cities. And what you can start with is adding those city names into these top 10 questions. Everything you need to know about the city name, pros and cons of the city name, cost of living in whatever that city or neighborhood name is, what you must know before moving to, and fill in the, again, you don't have to really exactly do this. I have identified that these videos perform the best. And there's obviously a lot of other videos too. Moving to New York from California, that would do well as well, specifically for people that are moving from California to New York. Like there's going to be no other video available, and you're going to hack your way into being found by the exact person that is actually moving from California to New York. And this is one of my geographical videos. It's never a, should I do this video or this video? It's always do both. But if you're starting new, sticking to maybe these 10 videos will be very helpful. And your end goal can look something like these client channels I'm going to show you. This is a client of mine that just finished 1 year with me. His name is Matthew Kelly. He did 17 million in transaction volume, 600K in commission. If you look at his channel, it's all about moving to Hamilton, moving to Burlington, and moving to Oakville. These are the 3 regions he cover. And if you look at the videos, before moving to Hamilton, watch this. Moving to Hamilton, pros and cons. Moving to Hamilton, if you're moving, watch this. The cost of living, top 10 things to do. All he's doing is he's filling in those videos. He's adding, he's compounding one video at a time to those 3 regions he cover. Now he's going so deep that he's making even other playlists called Moving to Central Hamilton, Hamilton Mountain, which is literally like a mountain sort of neighborhood in Hamilton. But he's like, I want to dominate that too. Moving to Ancaster. Ancaster is like a 500 city people population city in around Oakville. But if I go here and I type Ancaster real estate, he's only made 2 videos about it. One of his videos is the top video, which and then he's got another video which is right here about Ancaster versus Dundas, and then rest of the videos are basically listing videos. There's absolutely a complete blue ocean, so you can really dominate a smaller region with good video content as well, because right now there may not be anything available. So this is what you can start with when you are when you're thinking about what videos should I make. Scripting. Obviously, you can use ChatGPT, plug in those video ideas, and you can give scripts. I have content writers that actually they watch some other videos. If we have to write a script, they will watch other videos and they will come up with a script that based on some blogs, watching other YouTube videos. We do use Jasper.ai as well, which is a very good AI tool. We don't use ChatGPT, but what I want to go through quickly is follow the HICO method in your scripts. Start with a hook. Are you moving to Denver? Before making the final decision, check this video out. What it's like living in Denver, Colorado. You're hooking people into watching a video, right away coming in what the video is about. Then the I of HICO, which is introduction. Then introduce yourself, and then you have the content. And in the end, you have outro. The O of the HICO is outro, which is where you kind of like come in and talk about, hey, thank you for watching the video. Hit the like, share, subscribe. And don't forget to watch my next video that comes on the box right here. Now you're hacking your way into people staying on your platform rather than leaving. And this is a big reason why YouTube will recommend your videos more than anybody else, because YouTube is like, you keep them on the platform. So it's a very basic script structure, which is HICO. Please follow that. The script should be 7 to 9 minutes is an ideal length. It doesn't matter if it's a little up and down, really doesn't matter too much. Then you're recording your videos the way Kelly and Bruce are doing it, and a lot of my other clients, they upload the scripts in a teleprompter app, and they go ahead and they record the script. You can also go free flow if you're comfortable doing that. You can have bullet points. Doesn't really matter how you record. But obviously, as I said, while you're recording the video, the more we're living in a world where people have a 15-second attention what is that word? Span. And if you're making the video slightly engaging, where people can, where you can keep people's attention, that will increase your audience retention. And that's the very big reason why YouTube will rank you higher than anybody else. If you have a higher audience retention, YouTube and Google's job is to show videos with the best video answer for the question. And the way it recognizes what is the best video is by actually showing the video that has the highest audience retention. With that, I'm going to actually go ahead, if Kelly, you're fine with that, I'm going to show one of the first videos we're doing together, maybe just for 30 seconds, so you can kind of see how Kelly is doing one video as well. I'm going to go ahead and share my sound. Allow me for a second. And I'm going to play this literally for 30 seconds.
Are you thinking about a move to Rochester, Minnesota? Well, you're in the right spot because we're about to dive into the various aspects of life in Rochester, Minnesota so that you can make an informed decision about your move. Stick around to the end for a bonus tip because that will have you falling in love with this city even more. Hi, I'm Kelly Domaille from Domaille Real Estate at eXp Realty. And today I'm thrilled to talk with you guys about the pros and the cons about living in Rochester, Minnesota. The good, the not so good, and everything in between. Before we jump in though, do me one quick favor. Hit that like button below and subscribe, especially if you're keen on keeping up with everything related to Rochester, Minnesota. Are you ready? Let's go. So you're thinking about moving to Rochester, Minnesota? Fantastic. This city on the southeastern end of the land of 10,000 lakes.
Who will say Kelly is not a seasoned YouTuber? I think actually Kelly is. But I mean, that is very professionally done video, and just the edits and these images are kind of like embedded to keep people's attention on. If you're going to upload a Zoom call, a 30-minute Zoom call, and call it Coffee Talk 101, first, you're not SEOing the video properly to be seen by, you're not telling YouTube what the video is about. But that is why just a Zoom call upload may not do really well unless it's an interview style topic and unless it's about a topic that people or certain set of people really care about. Because views is just a vanity metric, guys. I don't think a video needs to have 1 million views or 1,000 views. I think a video should just have enough views that it was meant. I think what's more important is that those people that came in to watch the videos get what they came in to watch the video for. It can be, again, a boring Zoom call with two people talking about how awesome EXP is or how awesome moving to Rochester is. Again, it's all about the value, but having video like this is going to help you increase your audience retention. I know we're right on point, Kelly. Do we have 5 more minutes?
Yeah, real quick. We are at the 11 o'clock mark. I don't know if people have to leave. If you can just, whoever needs to leave, please feel free and just reach out to us and get Sabby's contact information. If you want to know more, if you want to chat with us, that would be great. We'd love to chat with you about this. But if you can stay, Sabby will keep going a little bit and keep that going.
Yeah, thank you, Bruce. I just added my meeting link, guys. You can go ahead and book a meeting with me. But again, I'm sorry if I didn't time it well, and I wouldn't be more than 5 minutes, I promise. And then we'll keep maybe 5 minutes for Q&A. The next step after the video editing is the thumbnails. Thumbnails are massively, massively important for YouTube as well because thumbnail is related to CTR. Now, when somebody searches for something and they see a certain set of YouTube search results, people will not know how good of a video content is till they watch that video. So the very first thing that they use to decide which video they should click on is by looking at the quality and kind of like what's written in the thumbnail. And that's what a CTR is, click-through rate. Out of 100 people, how many people are clicking on your thumbnail? When I start with my clients, I kind of like show them something like this. I'll be like, hey, look at all these templates, look at all these thumbnail designs. Your thumbnails should be similar to each other, but they should be obviously different from each other as well. But they should follow sort of like a consistent look and feel across your channel. If you look at this client of mine, again, living in Hamilton, let me open this. So you will see like all the thumbnails have sort of like a similar look and feel. They follow the same colors and fonts and obviously his face. I mean, he's the same dude. This is another client of mine who's done over 90 homes in the last couple of years from her. Like almost all her business now comes from YouTube. But you'll see she's a Living in Houston channel. We're trying something new here. These are new set of thumbnails, but all her previous thumbnails have this pink sort of thing that I don't really like, but that's her thing. So she follows the same structure. This is a client of mine who's been with me for literally 8 weeks. He's already ranking for Bakersfield to a point where his top competition in Bakersfield that he wanted to beat called him last week and said, or a couple of weeks ago said, Charles, I don't know who you are, but you're taking the whole space on page 1 on Bakersfield. Like you're actually the #1 video when I say moving to Bakersfield. Can you please share with me who's doing your work? If you actually type moving to Bakersfield, California, he's now the #1 video even above a lady called Angel who did $30 million per year from YouTube. And as per Charles, like I don't know her, but Charles said she's the top producer in my city because of her YouTube channel. Very new channel, so you can see kind of like these are thumbnails. So I just want to show you some examples. This is a client of mine who is a real estate coaching channel. So you will see again, it's following the same sort of thumbnail strategy. So you want to have your viewers that are coming on your YouTube channel to have a great first impression, and thumbnail is a great way to do that. Along with that, obviously, as I said, thumbnails are really good for a higher CTR. Unless you have a good CTR, your videos are not going to be landing on page 1. Do the SEO. Now, SEO is, we've all heard about SEO and tags. A lot of people get dreaded when they hear about SEO. You can use a tool called TubeBuddy. Now, again, as I said, I will not be able to go through how it's done on this session, but if I'm doing, this is SEO done for a video called Buying and Selling Home at the same time. This is SEO done by TubeBuddy. You want to use tags that have a 60 score and above. Again, you can jot that down and figure out yourself what that really means. But this is a client of mine, Joe, who's making very regional videos in North Carolina, relocating from New York to North Carolina. This is his SEO. These SEO tags are not only added to the video, but they're also embedded in my clients' scripts in some cases, so that they naturally end up saying those keywords, again, allowing them to have a higher ranking on their videos as well. So the next step that I do for my clients again, or for my own content, is SEO after I make the thumbnails. And then I publish my content on multiple platforms. Here's all the platforms we publish content on, which is, and I've kind of like divided them into different types of platforms. The search engine platforms are YouTube and Google. Then you have the database platforms, which is Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, and Pinterest, where your videos go really well to your connections, your friends and your family and your ex-girlfriends, ex-boyfriends, whatever that may be. But it's where people are your sphere of influence that you're connected with. What we also do, and I think you can also do, I upload the long video on a tool called Opus, and that way I can get a lot of short videos from the long video, and that way I can massage TikTok and YouTube shorts and Instagram reels with almost a video every other day from shorts coming in from the long videos. Now, many of you guys may do standalone shorts, and that's great as well. My clients are very busy people. They don't have time to make 50 videos a month. So they give me the 4 long videos, and I slice them into multiple pieces, and I put them on all these short platforms. What I also do, that you don't have to, I don't think that this really generates a lot of business, but I do it because I want my clients to have an amazing brand, personal branding across platforms. I strip off the audio from the videos, and I put my clients all over podcasting platforms too. So Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, Anchor.fm. And I always tell my clients, if they have an email list, we give you a copy. We give my clients a copy of their videos too. Use that YouTube link, maybe add a little paragraph or something, but use that weekly YouTube video as your weekly newsletter, video sales letter, weekly newsletter to your email list. YouTube will start helping you a pretty massive email list anyways, and that should get to, those emails should get to your email platform anyways. But that YouTube video can be shared as a weekly email to your email list, and YouTube loves it if you bring external traffic to that video. So don't upload the video on your CRM and share that unless there's a reason to do that. But use the same YouTube link of that video and use that to share to your email list. I call it social domination. And again, we're not leaving any platforms. The last step, again, as I said, is publishing your videos. And last but not the least, analyze your videos. You can go to YouTube Studio and look at how your videos are performing. In my case, we use a tool which is called, I'm going to quickly show you sort of like under the hood. We have our own social automation tool. Let me log in real quick. Okay. So on the left-hand side, you will see my clients. For example, this is Charles' dashboard, Charles Payton. This is all his platforms that are connected. And I can see like this month, on the 29th, he had 1,374 impressions, 202 engagements, which basically means like, share, comments, and DMs. So this is the way we help our clients analyze sort of their content. But again, coming back to this, and you can clearly see I'm really speeding up things because I didn't time it well. But a good content strategy will include these steps. You're thinking about what the topics are, and to look at those topics. If you really want your videos to perform the best, rather than making generic videos, if the goal is to get buyers and sellers from your city, from your region, write down all the cities and neighborhoods you sell in, and then start making one by one those 10 or 11 videos that I made, and start putting them in playlist. When it comes to scripting, as I said, an optimal length is 7 to 9 minutes. And when you're doing the scripting, follow a HICO method: hook, intro, content, outro. Record your videos. When you're editing your videos, obviously make them as engaging as you can, and never edit your videos yourself. Obviously, I always believe that as a real estate agent, you should hire like an editor. They're not very costly. Make a thumbnail, and make sure when you're making a thumbnail, your thumbnail is best amongst anybody else in your city that is doing videos and have any thumbnail as well, because more people will start clicking on your videos as compared to them, and you'll start ranking higher. SEO can be done by TubeBuddy. Publish your videos. And I said, the best way to publish your videos, if you want to spend minimal time in creating those content, is make 4 long videos, use the audio, put it on Spotify, put the long video on all the long video platforms, put them on a tool called Opus, and slice them out. And you can now massage your TikTok and YouTube shorts and Instagram shorts with almost a daily pieces of content as well. With that, I think I have covered everything that I wanted to. I hope this was helpful. Once again, a link for you. There's a link for you to book a call with me if you'd like to do that. We may have a few minutes for a Q&A. So if anybody has any questions, please go ahead and ask me any questions you may have.
I have 2 questions. So if I'm trying to build YouTube quickly, would it be more beneficial to just start hammering YouTube with videos every single day to try to build that? Or is it better to have, like, every Wednesday they know that I'm dropping something in on a certain day of the week?
So I think, Sean, I've heard so much that here's the thing, right? If you come up with, I want to have a video every Wednesday and every Saturday, now you're putting yourself in a situation where you must have those videos, and sometimes life pulls you in a different direction and you're not able to. See, my one hack that I used to use for my clients, and I don't use that, is on the banners. I would say, subscribe for weekly videos, right? And the thing is, that way you're now, weekly videos could mean anything. It can be Saturday, it can be Wednesday, it can be Tuesday, it can mean really any day. Just you're saying, I produce almost a weekly piece of content. From a YouTube algorithm standpoint, YouTube claims that you must at least produce 1 weekly piece of video, at least. And I've noticed that if I've taken a break for 2 to 3 months, my viewership, that may be 50,000 views a month, will literally go down to like 7,000 or 8,000. YouTube does not like if you take long breaks, and that's the reality of that platform, and really any other platform as well. And something magical starts to happen when you're producing a consistent piece of content, good piece of content every week, or even 2 or 3 times a week. 3 pieces of good video will do much better than 1 piece of good video. But the point here is that at least that weekly video that you're doing, make it with the intent of giving value to your people, and obviously right strategy would help you rank that as well. The reason video marketing for real estate agent works today is because you have no competition and very low competition. So even if you're doing 1 solid video a week, it will start helping you rank on page 1 and start getting you the traction you want. In 5 years to come, maybe you'll have to do 3 videos a week. And that's why I feel that it's a golden time, it's a golden opportunity for many real estate agents to start being one of the first few real estate agents to dominate YouTube and Google with video. And this may not be the case in 3 or 4 years, because more and more people are getting comfortable with camera, and all kind of AI tools are coming, and they're just posting so much video content. Even you post something as your image to this AI tool, it will lip sync for you and it'll post a video. I mean, obviously I'm not doing that, because you don't want your viewers to know that it's not you, it's an AI talking for you. I think it's just cheesy. But what I'm just saying is, it's getting easier and easier to make videos, and you will see more competition. So Even one video a week is good, but to answer your question, Sean, 3 videos are definitely better. But I would say don't get into the I will make a video every Tuesday and Saturday, because now you're really stuck with posting a video. Like, you have to be really accountable then.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And I'm assuming we're talking about long form here. What about the YouTube shorts?
So YouTube Shorts is a wild, wild west as well. What I mean by that is there's no way you can see YouTube Shorts or Instagram Reels or TikTok. They're not evergreen pieces of content. They may go viral. You may get 30 million views on one of them, like a dog video you make, and your TikTok may go from 4 subscribers to 4,000 subscribers overnight. That may happen. But we do post the content. That's why I take short videos from long videos, and I'm posting 3 to 4 videos every week for my clients on these platforms, because I do want to leverage the virality of these platforms and the vertical video. But what really is something that I can control is helping my clients make really good long form video content. And when we post that on YouTube, we can definitely ensure that when somebody for the next 6 months, 2 years, 3 years, whenever they're searching for something, if that video is still the best video result for that, my clients have an opportunity to always be seen. And that's why YouTube will be evergreen content, and even on Google. But when we talk about all these other vertical video platforms, obviously I would say, like, my current strategy for my personal channel is I've asked an editor to make 2 short videos from like my vlog videos that I did like years ago. And I'm like, just go post it for me. And some of those videos have done 6 million views. Literally, I'm not doing anything in that 30-second vlog. But I'm like, why would people watch it for 6 million times, where all I'm doing is I'm buying like this jackfruit thing in Vietnam and eating it. And I'm like, wow, this tastes so unique. And that video has 6 million views and gave me a boost of 2,000 followers on Instagram. So, but I cannot control it. All I can do is just post so much content there and hoping that some of that will work.
Denise?
Hi, just real quick, what about captions in the videos? Are you putting those in your videos?
When you say captions, are you talking about
like the script?
Sort of the automated. So
Yeah.
see, here's the thing. On the long videos, I don't use captions throughout the whole video. And I feel that it distracts the people from kind of like looking at you quite a lot. On the short videos, we do, and I think it's important because the world is doing it. And there's not too much data on captions versus not captions. But what I do is, if you looked at Kelly's videos as well, there was a lot of engaging elements coming in. When she said pros and cons, we had the pros and cons come in. When she said, you know, moving to Rochester, Minnesota, like there was this text that came behind her. So we're using the most we can to still keep the engagement, and my clients enjoy a nice 40 to 50% audience retention as compared to when they were doing it the other way, like Zoom calls, or they were just sitting down and just talking without like a strategy. They may have 20 to 25%. That higher audience retention helps you rank your videos higher too. But I don't really transcribe the whole video. And also YouTube does it too. A lot of people would have their YouTube subscription on. So now if I'm going to subscribe the whole video, now it's kind of like messing with the YouTube subtitles too. Because as soon as you post your videos on YouTube and it's played for 3 or 4 times, YouTube can perfectly transcribe your whole video. So if somebody really needs to see that, they can simply just turn on the CC button and they can kind of like see it. So I don't want to like double do it, because first it costs more, and second, now it's just way too much.
And I know from personal experience, I always turn that off because it is distracting. I want to watch the video, and I find that I start reading the script versus watching the video. So I know as a user, I tend to turn that off anyway. So Jamie, you had a question.
You hold the camera this way or this way when you're filming?
So great question, Denise. Basically, see, with many of my clients, for example, like I am doing the long form video. So obviously with the long form video, you want to hold the camera this way. And then when we're doing shorts from there, we will kind of like zoom in and we'll slice out a vertical video. But if anybody is doing a vertical video, if the video is supposed to be vertical, then obviously you're holding it vertical. But again, as I said, with the way I have my plan set up, like we're doing but again, see, it depends, right? So if you're doing video for shorts, the short answer to that will be that you're doing it vertical. If you're doing it for shorts, reels, or TikTok, if you're doing it for YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook, and it's not a short video, then you're doing it horizontal this way. And if you're using any teleprompter app, my favorite one is just called teleprompter.
That's what I use.
So that basically, when you're doing vertical videos, it actually shows the scripts right on top, so you're not going too much up and down while reading the script. So it can go both vertical and horizontal. So if you're using, just make sure that when you're reading a script, you are allowing the line to come as close as it can to the camera, and you're not going down to see the, like, you're not going too fast. You're just allowing the text to start coming up, and you're literally reading the line right below the camera screen over there.
Awesome. Thank you.
Jamie, you have a question as well?
I do, yes. So with respect to shorts, I had heard that if you post your shorts around the same time as your long form, it actually boosts you organically, because the shorts boost you to help you go viral. And then when you boost the long form, it's a good way to kind of ride that wave. Do you agree with that?
So see, YouTube recently made a change where it now allows the short video to link the long video, because they understand that a lot of people are doing this, that they're taking shorts from the long videos, or like you may be doing a short saying, hey, 5 reasons to move to Rochester, Minnesota, reason 1, 2, 3, 4. If you want to look at the in-depth video for this video, go click on the link below, right? Or if, for example, in Kelly's case, we may take a snippet from her long video and we may write, to watch the full video, click on the link below. Now we're just milking that long video a little bit more, where we now have the opportunity for 4 or 5 shorts to be seen by more people that were just kind of like, they were just sliding through things, and if they're interested in watching the entire video about moving there or relocating or living, they'll click on the link and they'll watch the long video. Longs don't go viral unless it's a very big trending topic. They're evergreen. Longs cannot hack more views than the searches being made. Like I will show you a very quick example. Like, for example, if I go here and I type, and I'm on Google, I'm not even going to go on YouTube. If I go on Google, and you can do this on your side as well, if I simply type, once Google shows up here, oh, why am I blocked? Okay, it worked. Perfect. So I'm on Google and I type living in Leduc. I'm just taking an example of a client of mine, and I press enter. You will notice Google promoted 3 of my client videos on page right next to the Leduc community website. Obviously, one reason is that he's working with the best. So there's no competition, in a city around anybody else doing videos that are as good as him with all the best practices. But also, if I may admit, the other reason is there's no competition. Leduc is a very small community of 5,000 people, and he's the only one doing video content, and he's going to dominate searches on YouTube and Google for a very long time to come. My point is, his videos are still not 1 million views. His videos are 500 views, 800 views, 900 views. You cannot get more views than the number of searches being made every day. That's with longs. But the conversion will be very high, because if you've got a video called Pros and Cons of Moving to Rochester, Minnesota, or why move from California, why Minnesota is a great state to move from California, you're literally being targeted to the person that is making that search. On shorts, it's more like people are just swiping day in, day out, and your video may come. And now you're at the mercy of whether that person was actually interested in that topic or not. So my answer to that question, Jamie, is I want to leverage my clients' videos the most I can, and my own content as well. So the way I do it is I will make a long video, unless I do want to make a short video, which is just made for that. I'll make a long video. I'll take snippets of it, post it on the shawl platforms, and link it back to my main video.
Got it. And can I ask one more question?
Yeah, please.
So for agent attraction, do you recommend doing that on your current YouTube channel or starting a brand new channel?
See, great question. It depends on your goals at a high level. What I mean by that is, if you're just thinking about making 5 videos about agent attraction and you just want to house it in a playlist, you can just make it on your, moving to New Jersey and Philadelphia page. I'm just saying, right? If
Right.
you're like, I'm going to go all in with a
productivity tips and how to be organized as a realtor and, you know, how to be organized in general as a human being. Like, can that be on my YouTube channel or no?
See, if your audience is different, then your channels must be different. That's the short answer to that. But that's why I said, if you're just thinking about a small set of videos, along with another channel that you're creating, which has a theme, which has a strategy, then you can simply, you don't have to have a completely separate channel. But what I'm saying is, for example, this client of mine in Calgary that wants to do a separate RV channel is because they want to go all in RV. The people that are going on YouTube searching for RV related topics are not the people that are in the market necessarily to buy or sell a house. So when it comes to agent attraction, you are now targeting real estate agents. You're not targeting buyers and sellers. They don't care about how awesome you are as a mentor, as a coach, or your brokerage. They care about buying or selling a home, relocating, moving. Similarly, your real estate agents don't care about moving to or relocating to Rochester, Minnesota, or Philadelphia, or New Jersey. They may watch that video if they know you just to see, okay, what you're doing, so that they can make a similar video, and they may see how many views, and they're like, oh, we're missing out. But they don't care about that topic. What happens on YouTube or any platform, as a matter of fact, when you post a video and that platform shows it to a certain number of people and they click on it and they watch it, when you post a video which is now not targeting them and those people don't click on it, you're training the YouTube algorithm into understanding that when you post your next video, which is about the first audience, not to even show it to them because they didn't click on your second video or your third video. So you're doing a disservice to your channel or your platform if you're catering to two different audiences on the same platform, because you're not kind of like keeping them on to the next set of videos. So if you are like, I'm going to go all in with my agent attraction set of videos, and I also want to like be the digital mayor of my city, they must be completely separate channels.
Got it. Awesome. Thank you.
Any other questions for Sabi?
Sorry, Kelly, please go ahead.
I was just saying, does anybody else have any other questions here? I don't see.
Guys, I am sorry if I took a little bit longer. I hope this was a good start to the next year for those that are thinking about starting or having some kind of video strategy to their overall marketing mix. Again, if you're interested, you can talk to me and I can go kind of like in depth into a call with you where we can go a little bit in depth into understanding your market, which all realtors are doing a good job, what content you can make, what kind of results you can expect, and all that kind of stuff. But again, I really hope this was helpful to kind of like give you a jump start on what my content strategy should look like. Once again, Kelly and Bruce, thank you so much for allowing me to come in and take 90 minutes while I was only allowed 60. But I really appreciate all of your time, and I look forward to having you guys a great success in 2024.
Well, thank you so much, Sabi. We really appreciate your knowledge and expertise. Appreciate everybody being here today. Have a great week, and we'll see you next week.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Bye,
everybody.
guys.
Sabi.
Bye-bye.
Thank you,
Sabi,
Bruce.
good to see you.
Everybody.